Today, this 1983 CJ7 gets a major makeover. We're putting in new panels on the driver's side rocker as well as the passenger side rocker, as well as fixing the entirely rusted out driver's side rear fender. But before we start on the exterior, we have major work to do on the interior. We have some spray-on primer and some spray-on bed liner to get down. Alright, we got interior all done up, everything's covered, it's got a couple coats on it. Not too bad, it's all done. I like it. We'll throw some floor mats in it whenever she's done, but now we're going to move on to the exterior, and our next step here is to probably take apart the front clip. There's still a little bit of things in the engine bay, but we'll take apart the front clip, and then we've got patch panels coming for here today. How this is going, if you're wondering. Breaking the freaking adapter on the flip and drill. Alright, front end stripped down. Now we're gonna do firewall and frame. We're not gonna worry about the suspension, we're just gonna bed liner those right now. And then in a minute, I'll clean these up and we'll bed liner the inside of the fenders and the inside of the hood. But we got some serious body work to do over there first and some sanding. And then after that, we'll work on masking off front end, masking off everything from here forward, and get ready to replace our panels when they get here. And then we can start doing some sanding and some prep. All right, so our patch panels just got here. They're big, they go from here all the way down, but we want to use as little of the patch panel as possible. So I've been playing with an angle grinder over here, and just under this Jeep is where it's rusted. So we can probably keep the Jeep logo. These new ones don't have the Jeep stamped into it. So I think if we just cut right under that Jeep and cut it all the way out, and then we only got to go back to about here-ish, somewhere in here. I sprayed it with brake cleaner. As you can see in here where it's all dark red, the paint kind of smeared. So it kind of makes me wonder what paint's on this. We know that it has at least 3 layers of paint because it was repainted at least once. It was started out red, like a dark red, and then it got painted this kind of blue that you can kind of see here in the fender right here. And then it got bondoed a whole bunch after the blue, and then it got painted with this kind of latex material that's up here. And then the front clip got painted this blue. So it's been painted at least 3 or 4 times, but this paint's weird. It just kind of rubs off with some brake cleaner. I guess that means they didn't prep it right or something, but I don't know. Anyways, so we're just gonna mark this out, mark out where we're gonna cut out of the body. We're gonna have to cut out down here because that's kind of where it's rusted the most. Well, hold on, maybe not. That's rusty there. Yeah, we'll just cut it all out. And then our panel, it has this little piece right here, and then this piece, we'll just snip those off, and we'll end up just running this rocker right here. Don't worry about that, that's not important. So now we got our patch panel. As you can see, it's a great big patch panel. Would cover the whole rocker if it was rusted, but we really only needed to cover that little bit. I got, despite that, don't worry about that. This is all good sheet metal, this is all good, this piece is good. So we're all good there. We really just gotta get it cut down. So, ready, set. Wow, I wish it was actually that easy. Got her all cut out, got her tacked in a little bit on the bottom here, and then just clamped up top. Nothing too crazy. Did not do the greatest job, we'll say that. There's a little bit of a gap there. That'll be fun, future me problems. But for the most part, fit pretty good. It'll be pretty easy to get lined up. So we get this bad boy welded in. There's this bit back here on this quarter panel right here. It needs some love. It's not rusted through, but it is rusty. I don't know, man. I gotta think about it. The last dude just put Bondo on it, and so I was worried it was rusted through, but it isn't. In fact, the backside feels like there's some pretty good sheet metal there. So, I don't know. We'll think about that. That'll definitely need some sanding and some Bondo for sure. This fender isn't in great shape, but we're still working on a budget. I didn't buy that patch panel. Up here, if you can see, right here, there's these little patches I threw in. Nothing crazy, but they'll look nice bondoed up. There's a little bit of rust in there, as you can see, but when I throw on the fender liners, it'll look pretty good, I think. So yeah, passenger side, about done. Let's get to welding. All right, back at it again. It's Friday night, question mark? I don't know. It's 4 in the morning. I couldn't sleep, so I'm back out here. We're working on this panel. This panel is gonna be kind of a pain in the butt. It's so rusted out, the whole panel needs to be replaced. But I have the new patch panel, but I'm worried if I cut too much out of it, I'm just gonna lose all of the structure, basically. And it's never gonna go back on right, if that makes sense. Especially because my new patch panel is a different thickness. I'm learning, don't buy cheap patch panels. Anyways, so I think I'm just gonna cut out the inside basically. I'm just gonna cut along the top there, I think, is what I'm thinking. Cut along the top there, and then give myself something to weld to, so I'll have spot welds to weld to, and that top, instead of replacing the whole thing. Plus, the new panel doesn't quite cover right here. In there, it doesn't have that piece for some reason. Don't know why, but yeah. I'm gonna just throw this one on time lapse because you've seen enough of me welding.